MV-90 cable taps are essential components in underground power distribution systems, allowing for the connection of transformers and other equipment to the primary underground line. Several manufacturers offer these cable taps, each with their own product specifications and features. Firstly, Joslyn Electronic Systems, or JES, is a supplier of MV-90 cable taps. Their website is jesnet.com and their phone number is 800-833-1895. Secondly, ABB is another prominent manufacturer of electrical equipment, including cable taps. Their website is new.com and they can be reached at 800-634-811. Thirdly, Hubbell Power Systems provides a range of cable accessories, including MV-90 taps. Their website is hubbellpowersystems.com and their phone number is 800-267-3466. Fourthly, Eaton offers a comprehensive portfolio of electrical solutions, including cable taps for various applications. Their website is eaton.com and their phone number is 800-525-2000. Fifthly, Cooper Power Systems, now part of Eaton, also manufactures cable taps. Their website is cooperpower.com and their phone number is 800-321-3955. When selecting an MV-90 cable tap, consider several factors to ensure compatibility and optimal performance. Firstly, voltage rating. The cable tap's voltage rating must match the voltage of the primary underground line. Common voltage ratings for MV-90 cables include 5 kV, 15 kV, 25 kV, and 35 kV. Secondly, current rating. The cable tap's current rating should be sufficient to handle the anticipated load current. Consider the maximum current that will flow through the tap to avoid overheating or failure. Thirdly, cable size. Ensure that the cable tap is compatible with the size and type of MV-90 cable being used. Cable taps are designed to accommodate specific cable sizes and insulation types. Fourthly, insulation material. MV-90 cables typically use cross-linked polyethylene or XLPE insulation. Ensure that the cable tap's insulation material is compatible with XLPE to prevent degradation or failure. Fifthly, connector type. Cable taps are available with various connector types, such as compression connectors, bolted connectors, and cold shrink connectors. Choose a connector type that is appropriate for the application and cable type. Sixthly, environmental conditions. Consider the environmental conditions in which the cable tap will be installed. MV-90 cables are often used in underground applications where they may be exposed to moisture, chemicals, and temperature variations. Choose a cable tap that is designed to withstand these conditions. Seventhly, standards and certifications. Ensure that the cable tap meets relevant industry standards and certifications, such as Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE 386 for separable insulated connectors. These standards ensure that the cable tap has been tested and certified for safe and reliable operation. Eighthly, ease of installation. Select a cable tap that is easy to install and maintain. Consider factors such as the availability of installation tools and the complexity of the installation process. Ninthly, manufacturer reputation. Choose a cable tap from a reputable manufacturer with a proven track record of producing high-quality products. Consider the manufacturer's warranty and technical support offerings. Tenthly, costs. Compare the cost of different cable taps from various manufacturers. Consider the total cost of ownership, including the cost of installation, maintenance, and replacement. When installing MV-90 cable taps, follow these safety precautions. Firstly, de-energize the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. De-energize the circuit and verify that it is not energized using a voltage tester. Secondly, use personal protective equipment, or PPE, where appropriate. Personal protective equipment, including insulated gloves, safety glasses, and arc flash protection as required. Thirdly, follow manufacturer's instructions. Carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing and connecting the cable tap. Incorrect installation can lead to equipment failure or safety hazards. Fourthly, torque connectors properly. Use a torque wrench to tighten connectors to the manufacturer's specified torque. Over-tightening or under-tightening can damage the connector or lead to a loose connection. Fifthly, inspect connections. After installation, carefully inspect all connections to ensure that they are secure and properly insulated. Look for any signs of damage or overheating. Regular maintenance of MV-90 cable taps is essential to ensure reliable operation. Firstly, visual inspection. Periodically inspect the cable taps for any signs of damage, corrosion, or overheating. Look for cracks, discoloration, or loose connections. Secondly, torque testing. Periodically check the torque of connectors to ensure that they are properly tightened. Retighten connectors as necessary. Thirdly, insulation testing. Perform insulation resistance testing to check the integrity of the cable tap's insulation. Low insulation resistance can indicate insulation degradation or contamination. Fourthly, cleaning. Clean the cable taps to remove any dirt, dust, or debris. Use a clean, dry cloth or a mild cleaning solution. Fifthly, infrared scanning. Use an infrared scanner to detect hotspots on the cable taps. Hotspots can indicate loose connections, overloading, or other problems. In addition to the manufacturers mentioned earlier, several distributors carry MV-90 cable taps. These distributors may offer a wider selection of products and competitive pricing. Examples of distributors include Graybar, Worsco, and Annixter. When choosing a distributor, consider factors such as product availability, pricing, delivery time, and technical support. When specifying MV-90 cable taps, include the following information in the specification. Firstly, voltage rating. Specify the voltage rating of the cable tap to match the voltage of the primary underground line. Secondly, current rating. Specify the current rating of the cable tap to handle the anticipated load current. Thirdly, cable size. Specify the size and type of MV-90 cable being used. Fourthly, connector type. Specify the connector type required for the application. Fifthly, standards and certifications. Specify any relevant industry standards and certifications that the cable tap must meet. Sixthly, manufacturer preference. Specify the preferred manufacturer of the cable tap, if any. Seventhly, quantity. Specify the quantity of cable taps required. Eighthly, delivery schedule. Specify the required delivery schedule for the cable taps. When working with MV-90 cable taps, safety should always be the top priority. Follow all applicable safety regulations and guidelines to prevent accidents and injuries. Work with qualified and experienced personnel who are familiar with the installation, maintenance, and testing of MV-90 cable taps. Remember to always de-energize circuits before working on electrical equipment. Use personal protective equipment, follow manufacturer's instructions, and inspect connections thoroughly. By following these guidelines, you can ensure the safe and reliable operation of MV-90 cable taps in underground power distribution systems. Always consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor for specific application requirements and recommendations. Staying informed about the latest technologies and best practices in the field of MV-90 cable taps is crucial for ensuring the long-term reliability and performance of underground power distribution systems. Attend industry conferences, read technical publications, and participate in training programs to stay up to date on the latest developments. By continuously learning and improving, you can contribute to the advancement of the electrical industry and ensure the safe and efficient delivery of power to communities around the world. Also consider consulting with local utility companies for any specific requirements or guidelines they may have regarding the use of MV-90 cable taps in their service territory. Utility companies often have established standards and practices to ensure the compatibility and reliability of equipment connected to their grid. Adhering to these standards can help prevent issues and ensure seamless integration of the cable taps into the existing power distribution system. When evaluating different MV-90 cable tap options, consider the long-term cost of ownership. While a lower initial price may seem appealing, it's important to factor in the cost of maintenance, repairs, and potential replacements over the lifespan of the equipment. Choosing a high-quality cable tap from a reputable manufacturer may result in a higher upfront cost, but it can lead to significant savings in the long run due to reduced downtime, low maintenance costs, and increased reliability. Furthermore, consider the availability of spare parts and technical support when selecting an MV-90 cable tap manufacturer. In the event of a failure or the need for replacement parts, it's essential to have access to a reliable supply chain and knowledgeable technical support staff. This can minimize downtime and ensure that any issues are resolved quickly and efficiently. When working with MV-90 cable taps in underground applications, proper grounding is critical for safety and equipment protection. Ensure that the cable taps are properly grounded in accordance with applicable codes and standards. This will help to prevent electrical shock hazards and protect the equipment from damage due to fault currents. In addition to grounding, surge protection is also important for protecting MV-90 cable taps from transient overvoltages caused by lightning strikes or switching events. Consider installing surge arresters at strategic locations in the underground power distribution system to protect the cable taps and other sensitive equipment. Proper documentation is essential for the effective management and maintenance of MV-90 cable taps. Keep accurate records of all installations, inspections, maintenance activities, and repairs. This documentation can be invaluable for troubleshooting problems, tracking performance, and planning for future upgrades or replacements. In conclusion, selecting and installing MV-90 cable taps requires careful consideration of various factors, including voltage rating, current rating, cable size, insulation material, connector type, environmental conditions, standards and certifications, ease of installation, manufacturer reputation, and cost. By following these guidelines and consulting with qualified professionals, you can ensure the safe and reliable operation of MV-90 cable taps in underground power distribution systems.